regret is always in the end. As a kid, I didn't really understand that statement. I mean, who would? All 5-year-olds cared about was playing on the playground or eating chocolate ice cream, myself included. But as I got older, I slowly began to understand what my parents meant about regret. That is how quick it is, everyone. Just like this, time flies. We're in a lifestyle where time just goes and goes, and yet most of us live like we have unlimited time and unlimited chances. Especially since we're in the new year, how many of us made new promises, such as this year's the year to achieve that beach body? Yet we are still eating those midnight snacks saying we'll start tomorrow. Many of us have goals we want to accomplish, yet we are not achieving these goals because we think we have another opportunity. But do we really have a next time? Spoiler alert, everyone, we don't. We get too comfortable with our habits, thinking there's always tomorrow. But the sad truth is, we don't know that. We have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. The thought of it is even kind of weird. Whether it's school, food, religion, we're so quick to not give things a chance. Humans are like animals away from home. We instantly and constantly go back to what we know. But I mean, why wouldn't we, right? It's the only life we come to know. Until recent self-reflection, I did that too. I challenged myself to become uncomfortable, which eventually became the best decision I ever made. Trying new things, meeting new people, none of it would have been possible had I been too afraid. What holds people back is the fear of failure, the spirit of laziness. Most of the time, we're in our own heads, and it's impossible to progress further if something doesn't change. What's cool about this life is that we write what goes in our books. We determine our future, for better, for worse. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? This is middle school me. For me, middle school was a terrifying experience. One of the huge stepping stones to becoming a teenager. I mean, meeting new people, new environment, all of it seems scary. I wanted to talk to people, but that fear of failing was always in the back of my mind. How can I introduce myself? How can I stand out? But I decided to take the chance. I get to decide whether or not I'll make middle school memorable. And so, first period, I got the courage to sit next to someone I completely didn't know, and when I said, "Hi, my name is Shean, nice to meet you," I was greeted with a confused face that read, "Why is this weirdo talking to me?" You see, many of us think about the what ifs, and the same went for me. What if she thinks I'm a loser? What if she thinks I'm weird? Many of us think about the worst case scenarios, but never the best case. And in this case, she did say hello back to me. And to this day, we are good friends. This sense of risk-taking is essential for everyone. It is important for our growth. If I didn't take the risk of being uncomfortable, I wouldn't have had a new friend. Now, let's do another time skip. We've grown up a little, put on a couple pounds of muscle. Become a bit of a fashionista with my chain on my bow tie. However, I did keep one thing, and that was this amazing, beautiful face of mine. Anyways, freshman year, another huge stepping stone towards adulthood. Becoming a young adult, having more responsibilities, having colleges to think about, and the worst of all, it pains me to say, but no recess. Freshman year for me was very difficult due to the fact that it was, again, another new environment. I attended public schools my whole life, and I was the only kid from my middle school to attend St. Francis, which made it harder for me to meet new people. Everybody knew each other before high school due to being in the same middle school, but as for me, I had no one. As I tried to socialize with my classmates, I felt judged for trying to talk to these people, always getting these looks as if I did not belong. And so, freshman year, it was just how I thought it would be. Lonely. I felt judged for trying to talk to these people because it seemed that they already had their friend groups, and it felt weird to me to just introduce myself and say hi. To cope with my loneliness, I would usually visit my friends from my middle school. If there was ever a choice between a St. Francis activity or my old friend's school activity, I would always pick the one with my old friends. Having them made me feel like the way I was again. I was comfortable. However, I failed to realize that they'll eventually move on. I failed to realize that they'll meet people in their own environment, and sooner or later, they'll forget about me. Don't I get to start over too? Don't I deserve that fresh, clean slate they have? You know, it was hard for me because those people were people I had close bonds with, countless memories with. I was comfortable. I began to wonder, should I stay and be confined in this circle of comfort? Or should I push forward and start embracing the new? Deciding to turn a new chapter in my life, I decided to step out of my comfort zone, and it had to be one of the best decisions that I ever made. Because look where it got me. I now have countless bonds and memories with the people here. Shout out to all my homies out there. They were all family. They were all family, and I'm forever grateful for all of them. Let's do one more time, sir. Senior year. I knew one day I would have to encounter this obstacle, and as time passes, I became a senior, and bam! College applications. This can for sure be one of the most stressful times for a high school senior. As crazy as it was for many people, my journey with college applications was even more difficult, so I had no guideline to follow. I will be the first person in my family to attend a college, which is an amazing opportunity. However, that also meant a lot of uncertainty. What colleges do I want to go to? What major do I even want to be in? How do I start the process? All of these thoughts rushed through my mind, and to be honest, I was lost. I was so confused and unsure about everything college related to the point where I just wanted to give up. Then I looked at my parents. My parents being immigrants and having me at a young age made me understand the struggles they had to endure through to provide for me. Providing food, education, opportunities. I saw that they were experiencing that same lost and uncertain feeling I had. And yet, look at them now, successful and hardworking. Their courage inspires me to push through the unknown. Seeing how my parents persevered through all obstacles made me see that even if we don't know what's in front of us, the only way to progress is by moving forward. And for college applications, I decided to embrace my sense of lostness and kept pushing through to get it done. And as you keep pushing through, sooner or later, you finish. I want everyone to look at themselves in the mirror tonight. When you look at yourselves, understand that every choice you made, every chance you took, led you to the place you are right now. Are you at the place you want to be? Are you content with where you are? Why or why not? I've heard that many of us have dreams and goals that we want to accomplish, and it's up to us to prove it. But the clock is ticking, and it's needless to say we are running out of time. The truth is, many make it to this point, but only a few squeeze by. When is it the time to stop chasing your dreams? And how do we know when to call it quits? Or is quitting even an option at this point? When you gave everything you had to something you would die for? What if we found something else that we love? Something that can be your calling? A direction that can lead to a future? How can we be so sure? The pain, the battles, the planning, the struggle. Life is so unpredictable, and there's something about not knowing that excites me. But having faith in your effort, believing in your hard work, and seeing your dreams finally come true, it really is possible. What I've come to find out is that we are all maps for the people who come after us, who tell us what not to do, and to point them in the right direction. a direction that can lead to a future, no matter what that may be. And as long as you live, don't let nobody steal your dreams. Take risks and become comfortable being uncomfortable. Thank you.